Good morning, everyone. Happy Friday, and welcome to Relationship Communications Weekly Live. I'm Lisa Toffel, your host, and today we're going to be talking about how to stay top of mind with your network. But before we dive into our topic, I want to share some information with you. Relationship Communications is a tactical and practical show we do every week. Same time, same day, every Friday morning at 10 a.m. So I hope that you will put that on your calendar and plan to join us every Friday morning at 10 a.m. We are also streaming on different platforms. So if you're watching this on YouTube, please go ahead and subscribe to our YouTube channel so you can be notified every time that we do go live. Now, we are sponsored by Tiger Eye Solution. And at Tiger Eye Solution, we work with speakers, coaches, and professionals that need help growing their business. We take over those tedious back-end tasks of the business so they can focus on being the CEO and do what they love to do within their business. And we do this virtually and within our online communities. So, again, if you're joining us live, put in the comments, just say hello and tell me where you're coming in from. I would love to hear that. And if you are watching this later on the replay, just use hashtag replay to let me know that you are watching this at a later time. I love to share all these tips and tricks with you every week, and I do hope you find it beneficial and implement those into your business. But before we dive in today to our topic, I want to tell you a little bit more about myself. I know we do have some new people that's in the Facebook group. If you're not a part of the Facebook group Relationship Communications, head on over to Facebook and type Relationship Communications in the search bar. You'll find the group. It has a banner at the top with my picture on it. We are very active in that group. I ask questions in there daily. You're welcome to post about your business as well within that Facebook group. Kind of tell us about your business and what you do. Hello, Susan. So glad to have you with us today. Thank you for joining. And again, I'm just going to introduce myself a little bit before we get started, okay? So this was me about, oh my goodness, almost 5 years ago as a preschool teacher. I was a preschool teacher for 3 and 4 year olds. And I really did enjoy my time in the classroom with the little ones, of course, and teaching them what they needed to know to get started on their education journey. And of course, I think I learned just as much from them as they probably learned from me. But a unique skill that I developed or used in the classroom is building relationships with the children that I still implement and use today in my business because relationships are so important. Now, in the classroom, it was important for me to build relationships with those children so that I would know how they learn, the best way they learn, and how to implement what I need to teach them to benefit them, because every child learns in a different manner, in a different way, right? Well, today I have brought that skill with me into my business as well. And I also build relationships currently, professional relationships currently in my business. And by building those relationships, I am helping my business to grow, because everybody knows that people do business with those that they know, like, and trust. So in order to build that know, like, and trust factor, I want to build those relationships. And today's topic of how to stay top of mind with your network is also kind of how to help build and nurture those relationships that you're building within your business, okay? 2018 is when I actually started my business, Tiger Eye Solution. I did take a training program, so I am a certified virtual expert in my area of specialization. And also, after the pandemic hit in 2020, I decided to build a team for Tiger Eye Solution so that I could offer more services to those professionals, especially as everyone was moving into the online space. So Tiger Eye Solution currently now has a team of 10, getting ready hopefully to be 11. We're going to be launching a new service soon. I'll tell you more about that later when the time comes. But yes, Tiger Eye Solution currently has a team of 10, and we serve professionals worldwide because we all work virtually, right? So yeah. And of course, this is my why. This is my family and my two new additions to my family, my two grandchildren. The twins, JP and Hattie, are their names. They are 3 months old now and growing, as they should. Yeah, it's amazing to see how fast that happens, right? But this is my family: my husband Jeff, my three children, Caleb, Matthew, and Alyssa, and my daughter-in-law Abby. So Caleb and Abby are the ones that just had the twins back in January of this year. Caleb is a firefighter, and Abby is a special eds teacher at a local high school here in our area. Matthew graduated college back in 2021 and really enjoys working in the technology industry. He works selling phones and all the technical supplies and that we use today, right? And he really loves it. Alyssa is almost to the finish line of her sophomore year of high school. I think it's starting to get real that she doesn't have too much time left in high school. So yeah, we've had a couple conversations about that, but that's part of life, right? So she's super excited. Hi, Robert. So glad you could join us today, coming in from Brooklyn, New York. And Susan, I think, is from Washington. So glad to have both of y'all joining me live. So let's dive in to our topic, staying top of mind with your network, okay? All right. I'm going to give you some tips of how I do this because, building those relationships, yes, you meet someone at, say, a networking event or something, a virtual or in-person networking event. You don't want to just forget about that person, right? And you don't want them to forget about you. So in order for that to happen, you have to follow up with them and you have to stay top of mind with them, right? A good rule of thumb is to follow up within the first 48 hours after the event has taken place. Okay, that kind of helps them possibly remember who you are. If you attended a networking event yesterday and maybe you haven't had time to follow up yet, well, you definitely want to try to do that by the end of day today. Because if you reach out to John Smith, who you met at that networking event, you would want to say, hi, John, it was nice to meet you at XYZ event. I would love to maybe schedule a coffee chat and get to know each other better and see how we can support each other, something to that effect. So also a good rule of thumb, and this is something I do within my business every single day. You want to send out 2 emails a day to the people you want to stay in touch with. Now, as you are meeting all these new people, you could create a spreadsheet or some form to keep up with all the different people that you meet and possibly maybe their phone number or their email address, a few different forms of contact for that person. We all share our contact information, right? If we're on an online networking event, for those that you want to add and want to stay in contact with, you want to take their contact information down or save it in some way, shape, or form so that you can reach back out to them later or put them on your stay in touch email list, right? So I want to share some verbiage of an email that you could possibly use. You can tweak it, to your business or, what you have going on in your life, etc. But this is an example of an email that you could send out twice a day to 2 different people that's on your actual stay in touch contact list. Okay. Hi, Sally. Hope you're having a nice summer. The weather here has been beautiful and I have been able to get outside and take long walks. It's been a while since we caught up and I thought I'd check in. All is well here. The kids are out of school for summer. I'm busy with Tiger Eye Solution work and enjoying new clients. My husband started a new job recently and loves it. I'd love to hear how you're doing and what you're up to when you get a chance. Take care. Then I put my name and all my contact information, right? So that they are more than welcome to reach back out to me as well. So I send this type of an email, not this particular one. Of course, this is referring to summer. So this would be something I would send in the summertime, something similar, right? But create one that is relevant to your business and to the time of year that you're sending it out, or time of month or time of quarter. We have 4 different quarters, right, of the year. Just create it to where it's about you and your business, right? Something similar to this. And I have a spreadsheet, a very long list of people on my spreadsheet that I stay in contact with on a regular basis. And I send out 2 emails a day, something similar to this one, staying in touch with those people that's on my stay in touch list, because those are the people that are in my network. Those are the people I want to build those relationships with, right? I want to support them, and in turn, I want them to support me as well. So, and again, this is a great way to schedule coffee chats. Maybe it's a reconnect coffee chat. Maybe you connected with the person, like I said, after an event y'all both attended together, and had that initial coffee chat and conversation, right? Well, later you send this type of email back out and they respond. Maybe you could suggest scheduling an update coffee chat, if you want to call it that, right? To kind of update each other, because over time, our business changes. Different things change within our business. Just like I shared a while ago, Tiger Eye Solutions getting ready to add a new service and possibly a new team member in the near future. So I won't have 10 team members. I'll have 11. And plus, I'll have an additional service that I can offer, right? So things change within your business. So it's a good rule of thumb to stay up to date with those in your network and what they have going on within their business, right? So yes, thank you. I'm glad you liked that tip. And as I said, you could use something as simple as a spreadsheet to start this email list, okay? If you already have a list, you can use that as well. Whatever form works best for you. But you definitely want to make sure you're staying in touch and in contact with those in your network, okay? And again, I do have some notes here in case you see me looking down. Schedule those updated coffee chats. Yes, you met with John Smith last week, that you met at XYZ event, and y'all had a lovely coffee chat, getting to know each other and learning about each other's business. But okay, 5 months from now, John Smith ain't going to remember who you are. Or maybe even the commitment that he committed to, of how he committed to help support you in your business, or vice versa, or what you committed to, of how you would support him in his business, right? So 5-6 months from now, you might want to reach back out to John Smith. How are things going? Let's schedule another coffee chat and update each other on what's going on within our business, right? All right. Another great tool that you can use, there's the coffee chats, right? You always want to be scheduling coffee chats, whether it's a get to know you coffee chat right after you meet, or if it's an update coffee chat 6, 7, 8 months down the road. Okay. Coffee chats are so important to help keep you top of mind and help keep you and the other person updated on what's going on in your professional world, right? Well, in your personal world too, sometimes it depends upon the person that you're talking to, right? And then email newsletters is something you also might want to implement, because once a month, twice a month. Personally, I send my Tiger Eye Solution has a newsletter called Business Solutions, and I send that out twice a month on a Monday. And you can choose to send it out once a month or twice a month, whatever works better for your business. But by sending that out with relevant content, it also helps keep you top of mind with those that are on your list, your email list, right? And it lets them know what you have going on currently in your business, because otherwise they're not going to know, right? Especially if you have changes, such as I have changes coming up, so that I will be implementing in my newsletter as well when it happens. But different things that you have going on within your business, or write an article that would be helpful with some helpful information about something you do within your business. Like for me, Tiger Solutions is a virtual assistant business, and delegating is important. So, if you don't have a virtual assistant, or maybe you're thinking about working with a virtual assistant in the near future, then article about delegation may be helpful for you. So those type of articles is something that you could put in a newsletter. I have put that type of an article in my newsletters before to kind of help educate others, around delegation and the process of delegation and how they might want to go about it to help choose the perfect or the correct person to work with for their particular business, right? A big thing I always stress too is always do your homework, no matter what it is you're trying to implement in your business, whether it's creating a newsletter or, adding a new team member and a new service. I did my homework, right? So there's other things that I'm trying to implement within my business too, and for myself that I'm also doing my homework on. So I always, former teacher, got to throw that word in there, right? Homework is a big asset. You could consider it a big asset for you and your business. No matter what you're trying to implement or what you're trying to do new, do some research, do your homework on it to see what's going to be the best way for you to do it yourself, right? So again, the last tip here is an email newsletter. If you have not already implemented that within your business, you might want to consider doing that, because it's going to help those on your list stay top of mind with you and top of mind with what you have going on within your business or what you might could help them with, right? So again, those articles to kind of help educate them on something that you do or offer within your business. Thank you. Yes, constantly doing your homework. You did it in school. You got to do it now too, right? To help move you forward. So that is my tips for today. Thank you. I'm glad y'all enjoyed these tips. If you have any questions about anything that I shared today, go ahead and post those in the comments below. I'll be happy to answer any of your questions. But building relationships and nurturing those relationships are really, really important. And these few tips that I shared with you today is a great way to do that, to nurture those relationships and help build the know, like, and trust factor with those in your network. Because like I said, everybody works with those that they know, like, and trust, right? So you definitely want to build that with those that's in your network. And whether they need what you have to offer right now or not, that need may arise in the future. Therefore, when that need does arise, you're going to be top of mind. You're going to be the one they reach out to, right? When that needs arise. Awesome. Thank you. I'm glad Susan and Robert was able to join me today live. And again, if you're watching this later, you just use #replay. And I do hope you find what I shared today beneficial. I hope everyone has a great weekend, and I will see you again next Friday.